What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Hey, we're jamming, right? Classic vibe in hand. I'll tell you what, man, I've had this guitar now, I've had it for a while, but I've been playing it for a few days. Bro, it's good. You know, I was thinking about, I wish just had the Epiphone here so I could compare them, because I would say one thing that this thing definitely has the leg up on the Epiphone, the fretwork. I mean, these are some, like, really nice looking frets. I'll give you guys close-ups. Anyways, today's video, I'm going to do kind of exactly what I did with the Epiphone. I did one, you know, is Epiphone better than Gibson now? So I thought it's only fair that we do a comparison and kind of demo the guitar a little bit and talk about is Squier better than Fender now? So if you don't know what's going on, this is a completely unsponsored video. We bought this guitar and we're giving it away. So if you want to enter that giveaway, I'll put it in the cards and all that good stuff. It's super simple to enter. And if you want to check the guitar out itself, I'll have that link down below in the description, and that'll be an affiliate link. So, like I said, if you want a chance to win this guitar, it's got 2 weeks to enter it, so I'll have all those links, you know, somewhere. Alright, so let's talk about this for a second, because like I said, I was impressed with it when I got it out of the box. You know, I was like, wow, this thing feels really, really nice. And now that I've had it for a while, I did lower the middle pickup, so any of those position 2 and 4 tones might be a little bit more more funky because I lowered this down quite a bit. I have to for my picking. But man, and I said I didn't know any of the specs when I bought the guitar. I just knew, you know, Classic Vibes I think have such a good, you know, rep. I haven't really heard anyone ever complain about a Classic Vibe. I remember when the store I used to teach at 5 years ago, or however long ago it was, started getting Classic Vibes in. And I remember me and my buddy Russ just looking at him like, dude, how much is this guitar? Because this, you know, 5 years ago, or how many years ago, I don't know how long Classic Vibe's been around, but it was quite a few years ago, and I'm like, there's no way. It was like, you know, $300 guitar or something like that at the time, and I'm just like, this is crazy. That's so good. I remember I would use them for lessons the whole day, and just loved them. And now that I've had this one here for a little bit, it holds up. You know, there are some things that I didn't realize, like the wood that's being used. And now for tones, I am going to be using this here guitar, of course. I'll turn the delay off. But I'm getting the amps back out. Finally, it's cooling down a little bit. I got the Marshall, the Friedman, the Rev back here, and the Orange. And guess what? None of them are set to clean. That's right. I'm finally going to revolt. I am revolting against clean tones. I want distorted tones, and I want them all the time, and I want lots of reverb. So I'm leaving the reverb on too. Basically, this will be the worst demo you've ever seen in your life. Anyway, so like I said, right now, I've got the guitar through the Friedman. And I have the, oh, I can't remember what it's called, the collider for the reverb. Now, I had been using the Friedman mostly for the clean sound, because I really like that clean channel that's on the Friedman, but I actually set it to the highest gain setting, which is the HBE, so I was like, whoa, I haven't played it with this like higher gain setting in a while, and it just sounds so good with these single coils. Oh, and I forgot, I do have a little bit of a boost on here as well. I have the gold pearl if I want to get, you know, gnarly lead tones. I'm sounding like that lick that Ace does in Love Gun. So, you know, what to talk about now? It looks like rosewood, it's not. It's that Indian laurel. I hope I'm saying that right. So many people were upset that I didn't know the name of that wood from the, I think, Epiphone, or one of the guitars I had that same, instead of rosewood, was the Indian laurel. And they're like, you've never heard of these people? And I'm like, I've never heard of them in my life. So people were upset. So I probably said it wrong again, so you'll probably be upset again. Maple neck. Now, the body is made out of something called natto wood. Look it up. It's really interesting. I can't remember all the details that I had found about it, but I was like, wait, is it like real wood, or is this some like particle board thing? And no, it's like legit real wood. But just like with the Epiphone, you know, there are certain things on the guitar that just feel cheaper than a Fender, like, you know, the knobs and the switch, you know, that kind of stuff. Maybe they are identical. Maybe it's like a just in my mind kind of situation. I'm not gonna compare it to my Strat yet, because that's not for this video. But you know, the bridge, if I was to replace something, I'd probably replace this bridge. It's not my. I like the vintage. I mean, it's a 6-screw bridge, but it's still not my. It's a little bit rough on the hands, but not too bad. Nice and lacquered. Solid guitar. Like I said, exactly the same thing I'm going to say about the Epiphone is I think this guitar has really good bones to it. Now the frets, out of all, even the Squier that I had, the Squier Squier, and the Epiphone, this thing has the best frets I've seen on any of the 3 guitars so far. They are legit like rounded and everything. I'm just like, dang, like someone spent some time on this thing because they're so smooth. They're not sticking out at all. It's been sitting out in here for a week, so you know it would have moved or it could have like the wood could have shrunk or something, but it didn't. You know, good old maple neck. What else? I think that's kind of it. You know, it's not like loaded down with specs or anything, but I'll let you guys hear it with some different stuff. Like I said, you heard it with the Friedman. Now, like I said, since I wound this middle pickup down so far, the position 4 and position 2 are going to suffer a little bit because that middle pickup is just so far away from the strings, but it still sounds good. I'll switch to the orange. It has a little bit more reverb to it. Alright, so here it is with the orange through position 4. And this is kind of what I think of, like, it just makes you think of slow dancing in a burning room. And that's what so many people also always comment on. This is slow dancing with a burning room tone. I don't actually know how to play that song. I've just heard it roughly 16,000 times, so it's kind of like, after you hear it so many times, you just know how to play stuff. But that position 4 sounds great. The neck pickup, I like it. It's a little bit muddy. So just like, again, with the Epiphone, I think the pickups tend to suffer. I think with any of these more affordable range guitars, basically they try to give you the most important parts, which to me is you don't want your neck to be all flimsy and warping and all that stuff. So I think that the majority of the cost and the money of the guitar goes into the bodies and the necks, and I would say stuff like hardware, which these are actually very nice. You know, I like how they did this like Kluson style. So like I said, this is a 60s style, and they really did nail the vibe of this guitar. The neck is very, very similar. I don't know if you can see it in the thing or not. It's very similar to my white Strat. But like I said, you know, the neck pickup, it's not my favorite, and it's pretty high too. So normally I lower my neck pickups, but in this case, you know, if I lowered, it's going to get even muddier. So. Now, like I said, it's not a true to 60s spec guitar. It just have a 5-way switch in it. And one thing I really liked that they did was this tone knob is wired to the bridge pickup. Yes, it's so crucial. So many Strats are. It's like they don't wire the tone it's not a dedicated tone to the bridge, and it's like, oh my god, that's the most important pickup to have that tone wired to. Because like I said, you hear it, and I'll switch amps again here real quick. So now we're into the Marshall. But I like to roll my tone off a little bit on that bridge. A subtle thing, and maybe it doesn't pick up so well through YouTube, but in the room I can hear a little bit of that high-end drop off in it, because I don't want such a snap to the note. I want it to be a little bit more bulky. And sometimes Strats have that issue. They get thin and tinny sounding, and I'm like, no, I want them to sound bigger, and the tone knob is completely quintessential. So if you have a Strat and you don't have your tone wired to your bridge, you gotta do it. Look at that, it makes such a difference. See, when I kick that overdrive on, it gets a little bit too bright again, I'll roll my tone down. See, listen. Or if I really wanted it to cut, I could roll it all the way back up. The bridge pickup in general has impressed me though. The middle one, I never really paid too much attention to them because I always wind them so far down. So they really don't have a fair chance. But the bridge pickup is nice. If you were looking for like, you know, small upgrades to put in the guitar, maybe a treble bleed or something like that. But even rolling down, like I said, you know, it doesn't get too muddy. When you get real low down, yeah. probably just in general, in any Strat, is like super crucial. Yeah, I think of the 3 pickups, the neck pickup seems to be the weakest to me. Wasn't planning on playing that song, but all right. How's it go? Something like that, right? How's it go? Totally has that Andy kind of sound to it. Now that sound, oh, that position 4 sounds great. Avoiding that copyright. You're not gonna catch me. Okay. Higher gain. Let's hear some like higher gains. I'm gonna switch to the rev now, and that is I think amp number 2, and let's give it a much deeper. So like on the rev, it's a much darker sounding amp. So I have my tone rolled all the way up. That's again, like I said, that tone knob is so crucial to really make a Strat incredibly versatile. If let's turn the delay on. I haven't had it on. With the boost, all the gain. Too muddy with all that delay on there. Boost off. But yeah, so overall, man, 100%. This thing is incredible, but I don't think it's quite there with Fender yet. Of the 3 kind of more budget-friendly guitars that I've had here recently, this guy is top dog. But yeah, so if you haven't tried one of these, man, check out a Classic Vibe. Getting the pickguard a little bit scratched up, but I'm leaving the plastic on there for whoever wins. If you want to enter the giveaway, like I said, that's all linked down below or in the cards or somewhere. But, yo, I think that's going to be it, guys. So check it out if you haven't yet. Classic Vibe, again, all these years later, they are still just as impressive. Probably more impressive now, actually, because they're still pretty budget-friendly guitars, and they, man, they deliver. I don't know. You guys let me know what you think down below, yo, and then I'll play some rhythm out of here. Let's make it all, let's make it vibey. I'll go back to the orange, and we'll get the delay on, and we'll just kind of like cruise our way out of here. Right? Right.